or wearing your shirt.
So, how
Morning.
many? Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Um, I don't know where to start with this video, so I'm just gonna start by asking how many people, how many people on their very first football stream get rated by Tom Grossi?
I have no clue who that is. So briefly, let me just say good morning to everybody. This is Flying Fluffy Hockey. Okay, not Dolphins. This is Flying fucking Hockey. The number one Panther podcast in the world. All right, so now you can. I'll indulge you and let you tell the story.
You hear this? He'll indulge me. You know, I can change the name of the channel to Flying Fluffy Sports too. So watch it. So, all right. So for those of you who know Tom Grossi, anybody who knows football knows Tom Grossi. Tom Grossi.
I saw he had 890,000 followers.
Yeah, Tom Grossi is the biggest, best football streamer. He is just at the top of the hill. And what Tom does during halftime is he'll scroll other smaller channels that are live streaming, and he does what's called a raid. And what that means is he takes the link to the small YouTubers live stream and puts it into his chat, and then everybody from his chat goes and raids and subscribes and leaves super chats on the smaller channels. So it's halftime and I'm upstairs and I'm getting a drink and we're already into hour 5 of the live stream. I got my hat off and I'm rubbing my head and I'm like, all right, come on, Eric, come on, Jaws, just 90 more minutes, should be good to go. Just got this out. And Kyle's downstairs running the stream. And all of a sudden, Kyle just starts screaming, Dad, hey, Dad, Tom Grossi rated our stream. And I teleported. I swear, I don't know how I move so fast. You just hear a scream from upstairs going, and I teleported downstairs, and the rest is history. It was I put out a short video clip of it. I'm sure we're going to do something else because Kyle aligned up. He got Tom Grossi's video where Tom was like reacting to us reacting, and then he saw Fluffy, and it's just the best thing ever. It's I couldn't. I mean, look.
Can you reach out to him?
Yeah, I'm going to try to do that today. I tweeted something out last night when I did the video, but I haven't even checked Twitter yet this morning. Here's the thing. Guys can stream for years and never get that lucky. Okay? Guys can stream for years and just cross their fingers. And I'm going to tell you what I did. I did it again. I called it. Like the Kachuk trade. At the beginning of the Dolphin game, I got to go back and I'm going to clip this. Beginning of the Dolphin game, we sit down first play and Kyle says, it's a shame we can't watch Tom Grossi's stream while we're streaming. And I looked over at him and I said, you know what? Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll rate us at halftime.
Wow. That's trippy, man. Oh, by the way, everybody, I'm not stoned.
Yeah.
I might look stoned. That's because I had a flare up with my back last night and I've been up pretty much all night. Yeah. So.
All right. So the Panthers played a game yesterday. Stu and I
Did they?
Yeah, at some point in the day yesterday, hours 1 through 3.5 was the Panthers.
By the way, I commend you and obviously Kyle for endurance. That's pretty cool.
And I can't thank Tom Grossi enough. I want to make sure I say that part as well.
There you go. Tom, if you're watching, I don't know who you are because I don't follow football, but
what's funny is
my pal Eric, aka Jaws.
Yeah.
You know,
what's
I saw
funny
you had
is
like 1,000 more subscribers.
No, it was 110 because the way YouTube does it, it goes 5,700 and whatever. It was 110 new subscribers. somebody on the stream forgot the decimal point. That's why I had to go check. They said we were up to 11,000 subscribers. I was like, what? It's like, no, it was 110 new subscribers. But anyway, all right. Florida 3, Islanders 2. Let's start with the easiest stuff to remember. Spencer Knight, good to go. No problem. I said
No. The Panthers are 4-1-1, guys.
yes.
Just remember
Yes.
that.
Yes.
And we had the Tampa game. We gave it away. Okay. Yeah, Spencer Knight.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful,
So-
beautiful, beautiful. We'll start there.
Yeah.
I'm noticing a little bit of a habit sinking in. This is minor, but we're not good in the second periods. I'm noticing the second periods, the other teams are able to come out. It seems like we don't have the same energy. Not sure what that's all about, but that's a couple nights in a row now where we're letting the team back in the game in the second period. So that's one thing. Now, a couple of people thought in the stream they had told me that Eric Stahl was playing, so I was concerned about that.
Yeah, that was
Then
messed
he
up.
wasn't. Yeah, and he didn't play. And it looked to me like last night, I did not go over the time on ice, but it looks to me like he evened it out a bit in terms, especially after Lomberg got the goal. I noticed that fourth line was on the ice a lot more, which is good to see because the next, okay, the
Not
channels,
at the end of not at the end of the game.
right. Well, that's because that's what I was leading into is poor Sam Reinhart. He's just standing there by himself in front of the empty net, just begging somebody, please get me the puck. And they finally get him the puck. And I don't know if the shot got blocked or if he missed, but this poor guy, I mean, there's snake bit, and then there's whatever the hell he's going through. It was so sad. He's just Barkov goes behind the net, and Sam just parks in front of the net. He's like, screw this. I'm gonna stand right
I
here.
thought it was Verhaeghe.
I think it happened twice. It happened twice.
He's snake bitten.
Twice. I mean, it's incredible. The poor man. At this point, it's like gone past the point of make the switch, like putting White up top and Reinhardt with Lundell, because that third line is smoking. The third line is, they're not, that's fine. I don't want to interrupt that. At this point, it's like, just keep grinding that square peg until it becomes a round peg and it fits, because eventually Duclair is going to come back and that's his spot. And then who knows what happens anyway. Because the other three lines are rolling just fine. And Barkov and Verhaeghe together, they can't buy a goal. It's like the last couple of games, it's not like they're playing bad. They're getting chances. Like I said on Twitter last night, and then I'll give the mic to you. Ryan Lomberg has more goals than Alexander Barkov and Sam Reinhart combined.
How do you like that? Let's talk about 21 seconds into the game. Anton Lundell.
Yes.
And then you got Lucia Rainen on a bounce goal. I love when that the goalies can't stop that.
No.
He shot it and hit a stick and boom.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
No, I like the way we played. I just think Maurice is just, what frustrates me is his post-game interview. I think we're like 0 for 20 now on the power play. And he goes, what did he say?
When you say who cares?
I'm not gonna do verbatim, but kind of sort of like,
who cares?
I'm not worried.
Right.
I'm not panicking. Dude, you haven't scored a power play goal in 3 games. It's time to make a move.
Well, he did. In his defense, he did put Montour back out there.
But they're still
honest,
really having trouble getting in the zone because they're doing the back pass. I don't understand. Reinhardt actually gets in the zone better than Barkov's. Just, I don't know what happened to him, but I'm not knocking Barkov. Okay.
Right.
I'm just knocking the power play in general.
Right. Yeah, no, look, it's extraordinarily ironic that
garbage truck.
the garbage truck is there, so I'll cover for you. It's extraordinarily ironic that 0 for 20 whatever on the power play is what got. Hold on, Stu can't even hear me. Okay, let me
Okay, I
know
can
when you
hear
can.
you.
Okay,
I can hear
what
you
I
now.
what I was saying was is it's just very ironic that 0 for 20 whatever on the power play is what got Bruno fired, and then here we are 6 games into the season
Yeah,
and 0 for 20 whatever and
it's
so
just it just pisses me off that he's not moving things around.
well okay here, now I'm gonna defend that a little bit because he had the setup with Montour running things. Then Ekblad got hurt, and then Montour got hurt. And then in the one game where on Montour did come back last game, remember I said maybe he wasn't running it because his shoulder wasn't ready again. So he did switch back to the way it had been working at the beginning of the
Right.
season.
Except
I think it
He's got Sam Bennett in the Ekblad slot
right,
instead of
right.
Reinhardt, the right-handed shot.
No, he had Reinhardt out there. Then it's on the
Not
second
on.
power play.
He had Bennett on the left side. Reinhardt wasn't. Reinhardt was in the Braden Point middle thing.
Huh. All right, you might be right there. I think the key to
I
the power
am.
play right now, to be honest with you, the key to the power play right now is get Barkov and Reinhardt off the ice until they can score a goal. And they right now they are so unlucky. Okay, it's not because they're not good players. It's just when you got two guys that are just clearly unlucky in a slump, whatever. Just get them off the ice. Put
I
Lundell, put Lundell, and anybody else out there in that place just to
I
change
agree
the
with
energy.
you.
you know,
I agree
because
with you.
you know, um,
Or or you put Verhage out there and you put Forsling and Montour at the points.
right,
Forsling's got a killer shot.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, and the power play got worse as the game went on. They're getting frustrated, you can tell. But look, here's the bigger thing. And 6 games in, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to mean it for everybody who asks, and for every. Oh, come on now.
Well, it's Monday.
Uh,
Okay, go ahead.
okay. For everybody who asked, and everybody who's going to ask, nope. Don't miss Mackenzie Weegar, not even a little bitty bit. We're allowing 2 goals a game. Yeah, we allowed the third one in overtime, but in regulation, we're allowing 2 goals a game.
Yeah,
And
the defense is playing good, and I got news for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Stahl must have watched the video because ever since I called him out, he's had a couple of games in a row that were decent. No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that were good.
yeah,
No
yeah. I mean,
major, no major mistakes. Now, I pointed it out in the last game that Racco Gudis, Mr. Butcher, Mr. Strong Guy,
right,
left Braden Point all alone for that overtime goal. Well, last night, Matt Barzell had the puck, and instead of squaring up and getting in front of him to block the
right,
shot,
right,
as he
right,
should, he went to the side and let Barzell take the shot, and Anders Lee tipped it in.
right, 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 right.
So I'm not happy with Gudis's play right now.
Well, he seems to be
He's okay,
focusing.
but they've got to clear that crease out. You
Right,
can't let these guys just, be parked out in front. Too many goals would be. Watch the replays. Too many goals are being scored that way.
right. Well, and let's also be fair. The second goal was a 5-on-3. You know what I mean? I
Yes,
mean, when it's 5-on-3,
and
somebody's going
that
to be open, right? I mean, somebody's going to be open. It's not mathematically possible. You know what I
right,
mean?
and that
It
penalty
just
by Luosterainen, the slash,
what a weak
stupid.
call.
You're
Come
down a
on.
man. Why are you gonna slash?
That
Stupid.
was a weak call, man. I'm sorry. I mean, it was a slash, but you don't call that when you're already on a 4-on. I think Luciano was. I think most hockey players would expect they ain't gonna call this now. You know,
But we're the Panthers, man. They call that shit against us. Come on,
yeah.
you know that.
I know. I know. Well,
That's one of those. Let's let the Islanders back in the game.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you on that one.
But
So
for the most part, what I like about this team this year, and I said it at the beginning of the year. What did I say? They got to play the regular season
Yes.
like playoffs.
Yeah.
And it was great because whoever in the post-game interview said it. Oh, Lombard said it. Exactly what I said.
Right.
We've changed the system, so we're playing like we won't have to have a major transition when the playoffs start.
Right. Right.
So
And I like I said, I'm happy because it was getting. I want to look at the time on ice. I did hear Goldie. I did hear Goldie and Randy talking about it. How it seemed like there was, top line the other night had played like 26 minutes, and it seemed like they were playing less tonight. So I'm sure because you got to roll those third and fourth lines, especially the third line. You got to get Anton Lundell on the ice. Okay, he by himself made that goal. I mean, he follows the guy behind the net. He gets him around the boards. He steals the puck and he shoots. I mean, he did it all by himself. And then when we already know Ryan Lomberg, he's got a shot. I mean, when he gets a chance, he's not like some fourth line garbage player who never can score. He's got a shot. He can pick his spots and score. So got to get that balanced out. But look, I mean, now we're without Ekblad, without Uyghur, and we ain't missing a beat.
Mahura is playing solid, and
Yeah.
surprise, like Kiersted's been reborn.
Yeah, he looks faster. He did something because he looks like a bat out of hell right now. He worked his way. That's not the player we saw last year whatsoever.
I
You know
think
what I mean?
a lot of it has to do with confidence
Sure,
and
sure.
feeling like if I have a major fuck up, I'm going back to the minors. I don't think
Right.
I think that again, the hockey IQ and the
Yeah.
brain plays a big role in sports.
Right, right,
Like a
right.
batter that is in a slump, they get in their head, and I think he's just letting it's organic. He's just letting the play go and doing what he needs to do.
Right.
But look at this Mahura kid, man. We picked him up on
Yeah.
waivers.
Yeah.
And we're paying him what, 850,000,
Look,
750?
you can see it on his face when he's on the ice. He's like, "Can you believe where I'm playing? Can you believe
Right?
it?" He's like, you can see it on his face. He's like, "I can't believe this shit. I can't believe where I've landed." And they let me on the team, and now I'm on the second pair. You can just see it all over him. He's like, "It's great." So I got no, there's no complaints about the defense. The only thing, and I'm not saying the only thing we miss about Ekblad, but we could use his offense. We could use him on the power play because he a lot of times he's good for contributing 8 point somewhere in there a game almost. And we're going to have a lot of 2-1, 3-2 games this year or that point, you know, that extra assist, that extra goal, that's going to be big. And then I'm sure we're going to see Eric Stahl here at some point because you signed him. I was surprised we didn't see him yesterday, right? Because we had lost. So it's not the don't change the winning lineup thing. So we'll just have to see where that all goes because we all know the cap situation and this one can't come back and this one can't come back. So I don't know what the hell they're doing, but I'm done trying to figure it out because you know
Maybe
it's
he's
gonna
just he's eventually got to get in. True.
right.
I liked that Jessica Blaylock in the post game with the talking about Lomberg and Hornquist, and she made a point of saying that's why you have those guys on your team.
Right.
But I don't know if he's he's there for insurance. I mean, we never want an injury to happen, but if it does, he's there. But
Right.
you would think that Hornquist is the guy that's coming out.
Well, it's
You would
just
think,
there
but you
had to
never
have been
know.
a reason because like we have with the extra space, if you bring up Heponiemi for the time being, let him play a few games here or there, and then you just send him back down, because he already has cleared waivers. So, but you sign Stahl, and now that creates a new problem where, I mean, I guess you can waive him and send him send him to the minors. I guess he would have had to have agreed to be willing to do that, or somebody's going to go. Somebody else is going to go on the LTIR, or somebody is going to be gone. So
Just realize he didn't play last year. Nobody wanted him.
right, that's what I mean. I mean, he'd clear waivers, but whether or not he would be willing to go down to the AHL and play, or even sit to stay on the roster, um, that remains to be seen. So, that'll all that's going to be around Christmas. Yeah, around Christmas time is when we're going to figure out, because that's when Ekblad should be back, and they've been saying December, January for Duclair. So
There's
we'll know.
no reason at all to rush Ekblad. As long as they
Oh,
keep winning. And look who has stepped up and become the leader of the defense.
Look, I know
Forsling is just
yes,
so dependable.
but you know how these athletes are now. I know you're not big into football, but you know about Tua and his concussion thing that just happened. 2 times last night in the middle of the game, he's scrambling, and instead of sliding like they allow the quarterbacks to slide and nobody's allowed to touch him, he goes head first into a guy as if to prove I'm okay. So these athletes, they don't want to appear to be weak. So Ekblad's going to be rushing. They're all going to be rushing to get back on the ice.
Yeah, but a groin injury is one of
I
those
know.
injuries,
I know.
especially with Ekblad. That's, he's had leg problems.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
anyway, if we could get the power play going,
right. Well, because that's it's a good point to bring that up, because I wanted to get back to that. That's 2 games in a row now that we've had 2 power plays in the first 10 minutes of the game in zippity doodah. And we're working and getting the opportunities, and that should be a 1-0 lead at least.
Eric, they're not shooting enough. They're just that's the old passing around, looking for the perfect shot.
Right.
And they keep going to the right side. And at a really bad angle.
Right.
They should be fine. They should be firing it from the point. That's why, like, Hedman does that all the time.
Yeah. Right.
You just keep firing it. Eventually, one's going to get through. One's going to get tipped. Anyway, we can go on and on about that. When we're not coaching. I just wish Maurice would. I don't know.
No.
He's going to stick with it until we get going.
Yeah, that's the way it looks to me. Other than that, we're 4-1-1. Who do we got tomorrow night?
Well,
who do we got tomorrow night? Let me check it.
It's a road game, Chicago.
That's right, because it's 8:00 tomorrow night. Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah, we got Chicago, and Chicago's playing good. They won. They came back and won last night.
Is that right?
Yeah, they came from behind and won. I don't know what their record is, but they're up there. So
yeah, the poor Islanders. I want to give my friend Jack. He's been on the stream. He's an Islanders fan, and he just found the channel. And the poor Islanders, they're fine. No, Jack Harrington. They're 5 games in a row were Tampa and Florida back to back, and then this week is the Avalanche, the Rangers, and the Canes. That's their 5 in a row.
Ouch.
Right. And I felt bad for him, because I'm like,
come on, we had a schedule like that last year at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And we just kicked ass.
Right. Yeah. The Islanders, it's a shame. But anyway. All right. That's good. I'm good. You're good. I'm tired, bro. It was a 7.5-hour stream. Tom Grossi rated my stream. And I put up a short clip of it. You guys got to watch it just for Kyle's
I'll go check
reaction.
it out.
I'll
check it out when we're done.
Kyle,
this is a short but sweet video.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else are we gonna say? I mean, we kind of sort of are talking about the same thing.
Right.
Game after game. But I wonder, we haven't been blown out yet.
Right.
We've been in every game.
Right.
How many 1-goal wins? We had a 1-goal win against the Islanders last week, right?
Let's see. We've had a 4-2
lost to Tampa
victory
by 1.
I think all of the wins but 1 have been 1 goal. I
No,
believe
but
all of them.
no, Kachuk got the empty net in the Islander game, so
Right.
that was a
Okay.
2-goal. It doesn't matter as long as we're winning.
Right. Right. Yep.
So I would think
That's it.
Bobrovsky's back in net
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that was 3 games for Bob and 1 for Spencer. Um, so we'll just see how that goes. This week it gets a little bit more normal. We got Tuesday, Thursday. Now Saturday. Saturday's game is at 4 o'clock. And
I'm
Matthias
supposed to
gets
go.
here.
I'm going.
Yeah, you're going to that game? Okay. Um,
Thank you, Dana.
Matthias gets here Thursday. Oh, Dana, you got tickets from Dana? Very cool. Thank you, Dana. Matthias gets here Thursday. Saturday's game is at 4. Now we have a Halloween thing that we're doing in the morning. So I'm not sure how early I'm going to get back. I know I'm going to be back in time for the game. I can't guarantee the stream is going to start an hour before the game. But we'll be here for the game. So, all right, I'm gonna go take a nap once I'm done. I got to write the article. Because I didn't do anything last night because I was busy clipping the Tom Grassi raid at midnight and posting it. I just on guys stream for years and don't get that lucky, and now Kyle and I got to stream the football games because there was like, hey, how many you guys stream all the Dolphin games? And I'm like, I guess we do now. I guess we do now. Hey, 3 weeks ago, I was worried I was going to have to go work at Dunkin' Donuts because nothing was happening. So, okay, I'll follow this.
Hey, listen,
Right,
you're working hard to build this channel, man.
right,
And
right.
you guys are watching this video and not subscribed. You should. And then,
Yes.
Hit the like button, all those things that help Eric,
Yep.
monetize. Super chats, man. Thank you guys for the
Yeah,
super
yeah, yeah,
chats.
yeah. Absolutely.
Really
And
cool, really cool.
right, and then somebody actually zelled me last night too, as well.
It's even better.
Yeah, it was, and I really appreciate that genuinely. Um, it's been way better than I expected. The support level has been off the charts. So, it's
Well,
a good thing.
I think, we put out we put out good content.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like I said, I challenge anybody to say that we're not the #1 Panther fan podcast in the world.
Stu is my salesman. Stu's a salesman.
Yeah.
If you need anything sold, text Stu. Get him on Twitter. I'm sure he'll take what's that contract work, right? Like you could put yourself on Fiverr. It's like, hey, do you need an advertisement for your channel or for your product? And it'd just be you with a cigar, be like, hey, schmuck, buy this guy's stuff, all right? Don't be a schmuck. Vote. Don't be a schmuck. Vote for this guy. You can make some money. You make some side money doing that, cigar money.
All right, listen, I didn't say anything really controversial today.
I know it's
So
scary.
I didn't beat up on anybody. All right. I listen, I call it as they see it. You guys can tell me I'm wrong on that Barzell, on that, Gudis not getting in front and blocking. And the other Andrews League, he's in the crease and he's turned the wrong way. So Gudis is he's the GOAT, not the GOAT. He's the
Not the goats.
whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
thanks for the
All
support,
right, guys. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Nick from Twisted Wrister is going to have something out later on during the day. I'm going to get that out. He did something for the jersey, and I'm probably going to have another clip or two. And wait till if you guys see me come out with a short today, it's not going to be fluffy. If you see a short today, my brother Gene watched the Panther game. And then he wasn't around the first quarter of the Dolphin game. So I called him live on the stream. And let's say I interrupted him and he was otherwise engaged, but he answered the phone anyway. It's gold. It's gold. So if you see a short come out, that phone call is the short. Okay. And it's probably going to use the clip that Rosado made for me. So thanks, Rosado. Oh, I want to say the Rosado, MJE, Raven, the 3 mods on the streams. Guys doing a tremendous amount of work for me, and I really, really appreciate it because I can't do it all by myself. So thank you. All right, guys. Nappy time is coming soon. Yeah, Fluffy
Tomorrow
Herbert, nappy
night,
time.
Chicago
Yep.
Blackhawks.
Yeah, it's right. Tomorrow night, stream starts 1 hour before the game. All right, guys. We'll see you later.